Hello everyone, Mike Arnold here, co-founder of Pat Trading Partners, along with Bob Iacchino, checking in on NEO, which we haven't done in about a week. So we were using the most recent swing to do our next key levels down from this spike low. We had one of the things we're really focused on was this 75% retracement, which we paused at, then spiked down just below our 3092 level. Really nice divergence, higher high or higher low in RSI, lower low in price action, running out of momentum, running back into the rotation zone, rotating back down. If this can get above the rotation zone, I'm going to say about the 34 level, especially on a closing basis, and really watch for return to about 35 with the declining 50. And then we'll check out the next higher levels on the daily. This sell-off is losing momentum. Now, if we do head back lower, this area is going to be very key. Again, the 3092 area, and we could potentially set up a sloppy double bottom. So also watch for that. Let's switch over to that daily chart. So you can see where I said that 35 area, where that's the declining 8 is at 34.97, so roughly that 35 area. So on that stronger rally, that's what we'll be watching for, especially if you did pick up anything down here or you tried to do an aggressive buy. Definitely move up your stops at that level. And then if we get through there, next key area watch for is about 36.45. Now remember, these levels are going to change, so as each day goes, update your appropriate levels. I'll also look to downside now. So next cluster area, the 87.5 retracement and the 12.5% projection, about 29.37 to 29.64 area, and then virtually 28.01. If it's going to hit that, I'd just watch for a return and a retest of the overall lows. Switching over to NEM. NEM, we had the key level of 0.1579, and that's on the most recent swing down. Once it broke through this major cluster, pretty much closed on it, spiked down below, could not get to our next major cluster area. We had this 0.1531 area. Actually, buyers came in, and you see another divergence, lower low in price action, higher low in RSI, returning to the bottom of the rotation zone. Now this has dipped down far enough to make a double bottom. So if you do see a close above 0.163164, that triggers a double bottom. The top of the rotation zone's in the way, so it's slightly lower probability, but if that does trigger, I'm watching then for a return to about 0.1717 with the declining 50 and this prior high. So that's what we'll be watching for if this level does hold. If we continue to, that is fully in play also until we form either three bottoms or until we get substantially below this 0.875 retracement, which is that 0.1531 level. So if we just come back down, trade here, reinforce this bottom, then come back up, especially if the rotation zone's then out of the way, watch for that. A really nice potential long trade, but it is just to return up to this area. It's not a huge buy, so at least if you're trying to turn it into a huge buy or a longer term hold, definitely move up your stops. We'd be watching just for a return to, again, to that 0.1717 level. Let me drag this down now, and we'll switch to the daily chart just so we have an idea what the next levels are for everybody. And let me expand it. So next key levels, 0.1484, coming in virtually just above these candle bodies. And then essentially we're dipping down to about 0.1424 area. So then I'd start projecting it also a reverse Gann box to see how this lines up with our bigger, longer term levels of 0.1365. Now, on a stronger rally, you can watch for, we were talking about getting back those candle bodies, 0.1717. You might just want to edge that down a bit to about 0.1705, so 0.1705 to 0.1707, because we have the declining 8 there. That's why we look at the multi-time frames and line up the levels. And remember, the longer time frame, in this case the daily, does have some precedence over to 4 hours, so I'd edge the level a bit lower and definitely move up your stop once we came in the vicinity of the 8. If we do travel through there, next is the top of the rotation zone and the prior dip buyer area and this major cluster. We'll call it 0.1775 to 0.1782. So we have for you on NEM and NEO, and we'll talk to everyone soon. Bye for now.